Welcome to Easy Fact Buzz, your go-to destination for the latest, most intriguing stories and updates on relationships, drama, and everything in between. Whether you're here for the real-life struggles of couples or the jaw-dropping moments from your favorite shows, we bring it all to you in an easy-to-digest format.
Traveling in Arizona just is very stressful. I have few problems. So my car is tow, like something. I didn't know what does it mean tow. What is tow? Like I call it, what is tow? Then I lost my apartment key and almost misses my flights.
Oh, wow, traveling is stressful, but this is like a sitcom episode packed into one trip. Let's break it down. My car was towed. Okay, so for the record, tow means your car got hooked up and dragged away because it was probably parked somewhere it shouldn't have been. Welcome to adulting. It's brutal. What is tow? What does it mean? Honestly, this is a mood. If I were you, I'd be Googling tow truck etiquette mid-breakdown. Lost my apartment key. Oh no, classic travel chaos move. Are we sure the key isn't in the fridge? That's where I'd find mine. I forced the key into my pocket. Almost missed my flight. At this point, the travel gods were like, let's see if they can handle just a little bit more stress. Seriously, someone get you a medal, or at least a margarita. You've earned it.
What the is that?
Huh?
What is that?
Just shaking it. What the is that? Huh?
I'm your wife. I'm not your buddy.
Oh, the handshake greeting? Classic I forgot I'm married energy. Imagine flying all the way to meet your wife and then pulling out the most awkward friend-zoned move of all time. She's right to call it out. Like, what the hell is this? A business meeting? I'm your wife, not your buddy. Absolutely iconic line. She didn't fly all that way for a handshake. She flew for a full-on romantic embrace. Maybe even some sweeping music in the background. Someone please remind him that he's not dapping up his bro at the gym. He's greeting his wife.
And then why would I lie for you? Because you're the one who screwed up. So, and then he was very angry with me. So that might be one of the other reasons why he wanted to shake my hand when he got there.
Ah, so the handshake wasn't just awkward, it was spiteful. A silent treatment in handshake form moment. Like, I'm mad, but I'm still gonna greet you, just barely. Honestly, it's giving petty drama vibes. She's over here expecting a warm reunion, and he's like, here's a handshake to show you exactly how annoyed I am. But really, using a handshake as a weapon? That's a new level of passive-aggressive artistry. Imagine carrying all that saltiness across miles just to serve it with an outstretched hand. Bravo, sir, for turning a greeting into a microaggression.
Welcome, everyone. My name is James Kelleher. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I'm happy to be a part of this therapy team.
Bringing in a licensed professional counselor like James Kelleher for these therapy sessions is a solid move. These couples clearly have deep-rooted issues: infidelity, communication breakdowns, unresolved conflicts, and navigating them without professional guidance would likely lead to more chaos. A therapist can provide structure to these emotionally charged situations, helping each person express themselves constructively while addressing the underlying problems. With someone trained to mediate and offer practical tools, there's a real chance for these couples to gain clarity and hopefully work towards solutions. Whether or not they're ready to put in the effort, though, is another story.
We all know that you guys are here for marriage issues, relationship issues, but don't worry, we are here for you to walk this path.
Aha, the classic therapist opener, calm, reassuring, and full of we're all in this together vibes. It's like the emotional version of a warm blanket. But for this group, bold move, therapist. These couples aren't just walking the path, they're dragging suitcases of drama behind them, setting off emotional landmines with every step. If this therapist thinks a pep talk will smooth things over, they might want to buckle up. This isn't just a relationship journey. It's more like a soap opera on a road trip with no GPS.
For me, I don't need therapy. I can do therapy to this therapist.
Oh, wow. Coming in hot with that I don't need therapy, I am the therapy energy. Classic move. Deflect the spotlight by throwing shade at the professional. But let's be real for a second. If you're so good at self-therapy, why are you here? You didn't come to a therapy session to flex your DIY counseling skills, buddy. It's giving main character syndrome with a side of unresolved issues. Let's hope the therapist has a good poker face, because this guy just made this session about to hit a new level of awkward.
In my country, like I have some problem, I can talk to my sister, to my family, and figure out from there, you know? And here in the United States, people like talking to stranger people. I'm that no.
Ah, the back in my country defense. Classic. Apparently therapy is a family group chat where your sister doubles as Freud and your uncle becomes Dr. Phil. But honestly, imagine his face when he heard people here talk to strangers about feelings. What is this sorcery? You mean you pay someone to listen to you instead of guilt-tripping your cousin at dinner? Man, someone get this guy a cultural orientation class before he implodes over the concept of privacy and boundaries. It's 2024, dude. Welcome to the era of licensed, non-judgmental strangers who actually know what they're doing.
And this is Reba Thomas.
Hi, everyone. I'm a sexuality educator, and my goal is to help couples rediscover their sexual connection.
Oh, here we go. The sexuality educator enters the chat with the energy of a self-help guru mixed with a romance novel narrator. I'm here to help couples discover their sexual connection. Translation, y'all need me because things are awkward, uncoordinated, or just plain non-existent. You just know someone in the room is silently panicking, thinking, oh great, now we have to talk about that in front of strangers? Meanwhile, another person is probably plotting their escape route, like, if I fake an emergency call, do I have to pay for this session? Bold of this educator to assume everyone's even ready to discover anything. Some of these couples can't even agree on who loads the dishwasher right, let alone tackle sexual enlightenment.
No, I don't need help for my sex life, nothing. I don't need help from Reba. If Reba needs help from me, I can tell to her, I can teach her verbally.
Oh, wow, here we go again. Mr. I don't need this therapy is back, doubling down on his confidence. No need help for my sex life, nothing. Okay, King, we get it. You're the expert in the room. Forget the degrees, certifications, and experience Reba has. This guy's natural talent apparently puts her to shame. And then the piece de resistance. If Reba needs help from me, I can tell to her. I can teach her verbally. Excuse me? Did he just volunteer to tutor the professional? The audacity is absolutely sky high. Reba's probably sitting there like, sir, this is not a competition. But also, please enlighten me with your profound wisdom, verbally, since clearly you're the Dalai Lama of intimacy. Meanwhile, everyone else is trying to keep a straight face because this man just turned therapy into a personal TED Talk.
We haven't had sex like in 8 months. I think to myself like, how we went down the drain.
Oh wow, Jasmine's opening up, and it's clear this relationship is going through some serious struggles. 8 months without intimacy? That's tough. You can really hear the pain in her voice as she's expressing how distant things have become. You can't just ignore that kind of emotional disconnect. She's feeling it deeply, and it's clearly affecting her sense of self. Her crying and asking, how did we get here, just hits differently. It's the heartbreak of realizing how far apart they've drifted and the confusion about where things went wrong. That dream she's talking about is probably the relationship she once envisioned, but now it feels like it's slipping away. This moment really brings the reality of the relationship issues to the surface. There's a lot of emotional weight behind those words, and it's clear she's searching for answers, maybe even some hope that they can come back from this.
At therapy that night, I was not expecting Jasmine, the woman in the relationship, to be crying about not getting sex, Couples fight, but I calm down, ready for sex.
Me too.
It's interesting how this person reacts, almost downplaying Jasmine's emotions. They're not expecting her to be crying over something like a lack of sex, which might show a misunderstanding of how deeply this can affect someone emotionally. It's clear they don't fully grasp the weight of the situation, almost treating it like a minor issue in the relationship. Their reaction, saying, couples fight but I calm down, seems like they're trying to minimize the seriousness of Jasmine's feelings. But intimacy is more than just physical. It's a crucial part of emotional connection. So when they say something like, "but if sex," it seems like they're just brushing it off. Maybe because they don't feel the same level of hurt, or don't understand how that lack of intimacy can feel like a deeper emotional rift. It's almost as if this person sees fighting as the main problem, but when it comes to intimacy, they don't see it as an emotional barrier, even though Jasmine's tears say otherwise. It shows how people have different thresholds for what they feel is important in a relationship.
Watched Jasmine say these wild things to Gino, that he's not good in bed, that her ex was better.
Rob's comment about Jasmine saying thanks to Gino, he's not good in bed but her ex was better, adds a lot of tension to the situation. It's a pretty harsh thing to say, and it's clear that Jasmine is expressing deep dissatisfaction with her current relationship, particularly in terms of intimacy. By comparing Gino to her ex, she's not only highlighting her disappointment, but also making it clear that there's a significant gap between what she's receiving now and what she once had. This statement could be incredibly hurtful to Gino, who may already be struggling with feeling inadequate or rejected. It also points to a lack of communication or emotional connection in the relationship, since expressing dissatisfaction in such a direct way can create further tension rather than foster understanding. Jasmine's comment reflects the emotional frustration she's dealing with, but it also brings up the question of whether these issues have been addressed openly and constructively, or if they've been buried under frustration and unmet needs for too long. Thanks for tuning into Easy Fact Buzz. We hope you enjoyed today's deep dive into the world of relationships and all the drama that comes with it. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video if you want to see more exciting stories, reactions, and updates. Your support means the world to us. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep it easy, keep it buzzing, and we'll see you in the next one.